èyí ló lè jẹ́ fún mi. Nígbà tí mo bá ti wọnú ilẹ̀ lọ, erùpẹ̀ ilẹ̀ kò lè yan lógo. Bàbá mi má fọwọ́ mi yọ. Má fọwọ́ mi yọ lógo. Má ohun tí mo ní o. Má ohun tí mo ní yọ bàbá. Èrè yìí ló lè jẹ́ fún mi. Nígbà tí mo bá ti wọnú ilẹ̀ lọ, erùpẹ̀ ilẹ̀ kò lè yan lógo. Bàbá mi torí pé ó mú mi wà láyé, ó ṣeun o. Ó mú mi wà láyé, ó ṣeun o. Ọjọ́ oníṣojú mi.
All right, everyone, thank you for joining us. It's another beautiful Sunday on the African Portal Radio TV International. It's going to be a great conversation tonight, as we know, and as you know, that is a beautiful program that you have been waiting for. And tonight, I'm going to engage the great woman behind this program. That is our mother, Toyin Oluwaniyi-Asaaju. We are going to be engaging her on this program this hour. But before that, we have few information that we're going to be putting on the spotlight. And I believe that for those of you connecting all over the world, you are going to share this program across the globe. So please keep sharing it, keep talking about it. Let this go viral. We have few time to spend on this program this hour, but there is a very important program that is coming up in UK, and that is going to be gaining momentum on this program this hour. So please kindly be part of this great thing that is going to be happening on this program and share it. This is one of the great programs that you need to be part of. That is NNCA UK Annual Global Health Conference 2024. Team, advance the global health, the power of nursing and midwifery leadership. That is coming up from 14 to 17 of November 2024 in UK. So this is gaining momentum on the African Portal, and we are going to be talking about it. We're going to be sharing it with you as well. So I please to you to please kindly join us this hour. Let's do it together. Let's do it together as we are still waiting for Mrs. Asaaju to come in. So let's keep the ball rolling. Let's keep the ball rolling. It's a beautiful, lovely time. We have a beautiful time yesterday at Ayisa Heritage Day celebration. It was a great celebration indeed. And thanks to everyone that come out to be part of that program. I really appreciate it. Thanks to everyone that come out to celebrate our heritage yesterday. It was a beautiful, lovely time. And thanks to Mr. Malusi Gigaba for coming out, MP, and also former Home Affairs Minister was also there yesterday live and direct. We will show you a few pictures as well before we get out of this program. As we are still waiting for our mother, Mrs. Asaaju, to connect with us, let's just continue with the program and let's do it together. If you can share it, if you can connect, that will make this program to go viral. So let me connect you to one or two adverts and give you some of the information that we have for you on the African Portal Radio. Watch this. So if you are interested in that, you can contact us on +277033584, +27787033584. You can contact us on that number, as that will be gaining momentum on our space on the African Portal Radio TV International. Happy Sunday to you all, and happy birthday to everyone born on these days. We have few people celebrating their birthday today. We have one of the great father and one of the great leader of our time, and that is the father of our mother, Dr. Chief Mrs. Bumi Alabi. Yeah, that is Iyabiye of Olokmo Ajegole in Ilesha, Osun State. Happy birthday to you, Daddy. That is the father of that our mother. Daddy, we celebrate this special day with you. We wish you long life and prosperity. We say, may the Lord bless your new age and may the Lord bless your children, 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 children. Happy birthday to you, sir. We celebrate you. Also, we have one of our Erelus. Today is our birthday as well. Double Chief Akin Williams, on behalf of our father Oniye Megun of Yemegun Ijesha. We are putting her on the spotlight. That is Erelu. We celebrate this special day with you. We wish you long life and prosperity. May the Lord bless your new age. The African Porter also, we send our greetings to you to celebrate this special day with you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. We celebrate you and happy birthday to you. For those of you connecting with us on the African Portal Radio this hour, I just want to say thank you for connecting. Thank you for the pleasure of your time. I really appreciate it. It's going to be a best time of your time on the African Portal this hour, as our mother will be connecting with us in our studio all the way from UK. She will be connecting with us in our studio here in Victoria, that we'll be having the conversation together. This is your program. Your health is your wealth. And this is the program you have been waiting for. It's live now on the African Portal Radio TV International. Mental Health Sunday by KOA Foundation. It's live now on the African Portal Radio TV. Hear this, I'm still coming back. When I come back, we're going to continue and enter into the program fully.
Oh my God, máa fọwọ́ mi yìnyán lógo, máa ohun tí mo ní yìnyán bàbá, èrè kí ló lè jẹ́ fún mi, nígbà tí mo bá ti wọnú ilẹ̀ lọ, erùpẹ̀ ilẹ̀ kò lè yìnyán lógo bàbá mi, máa fọwọ́ mi yìnyán, máa fọwọ́ mi yìnyán lógo, máa ohun tí mo ní o, máa ohun tí mo ní yìnyán bàbá, èrè yìí ló lè jẹ́ fún mi, nígbà tí mo bá ti wọnú ilẹ̀ lọ, erùpẹ̀ ilẹ̀ kò lè yìnyán lógo bàbá mi, torí pé ó mú mi wà láyé, ó ṣeun o, ó mú mi wà láyé, ó ṣeun o, ọjọ́ oníṣojú mi.
All right, we thank God for giving us privilege to see another new day, another new week, and another beautiful hour on the African Portal Radio TV International. Happy Sunday to you all, and I celebrate every single one of you born on this special day. Today is 22 September 2024, and on the African Portal Radio, we have this special time to celebrate every one that is born on this special day, and that is exactly what we are doing right now, and also to put our mother on the spotlight to talk about Mental Health Sunday. When we are talking about mental health, a lot of people believe that it's not something that is real. A lot of people believe that it's not something we're supposed to be talking about. A lot of people say that, what is it all about? A lot of people don't even have clear understanding of what it is. You see, it's very important that your mental health, to know what is going on mentally. And I used to tell people the greatest prison anybody can be on earth is to be on a mental prison. And the greatest deliverance that anybody can have on this earth is mental deliverance. If you are delivered mentally, then you can think straight, then you can behave well, then you can talk well, then you can think and things will happen. So that is exactly what this program is all about, to liberate you, to educate you, and also to let you understand what mental health is all about. And the people that are passionate about it, people that really love to be talking about it, the Capable Ends is the one handling this program. And I'm so excited about it, and I'm so happy that I have these great people. Last week, it was a very great conversation last week. We have our mother join us all the way from Akure. Thank you very much, and I want to apologize to everyone for last week. South Africa, we are experiencing a very funny weather this time around. Yesterday, it was funny in KwaZulu-Natal. Some people are locked down because snow is falling terribly in KwaZulu-Natal yesterday. Up to this morning, up to now, some people are still stuck in the snow. So South Africa have turned to Europe, and it's so funny. A lot of people are talking about it on the social media. It's gaining momentum on their social media as well. If you are experiencing that as well in your area, you can talk to us. Yes, you can talk to us. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. Tell us about your experience about what happened in KwaZulu-Natal. Tell us about the weather there now. If you are in that part of the country, South Africa, please give us an update. Let's know how things is going in KwaZulu-Natal. But it was a very great time in our celebration yesterday. And I really appreciate everyone coming out to be part of that program yesterday. Thank you once again, everyone. And I want to say thank you, Julius Oluwaniyi-Asaaju, connecting with us all the way from Lagos. Thank you very much. Happy Sunday to you also. Thank you very, very much. Your mental health and mental Sunday, your mental health Sunday is the program on the spotlight. I'm just waiting for my guest. And also, she's the host. She's not the guest. She's the host of this program, but I'm going to be engaging to talk about 13 weeks now we having this program on the African Portal. We want to look back and look at what are the things that people are talking about, what is gaining momentum on this program, and what people really interested in on this conversation. That would be one of the things that will be getting momentum. Please, Julius Oluwaniyi-Asaaju, help us share this program across the globe. And also, I met the Mega 99. Mega 99 is sending his greeting to everyone and also to you, Julius Oluwaniyi-Asaaju. Thank you very much. And one shout for exclusive interview with Abel Dosumo. That is Mega 99 on the African Portal. That will be coming up tomorrow. Watch out for it. It's going to be a great conversation. Thank you very much, my leader, Julius Oluwaniyi-Asaaju. Thank you very much, sir, all the way from Lagos, connecting with us, and let's talk about it. Also, you can share this program as well. Tell somebody to connect, tell somebody to come in, tell somebody to connect to this program this hour. It's going to be a great conversation as we are going to be looking back 13 weeks and what have happened. What are the conversations that we have discussed? What are the things that we have discussed? What is the progress? Are you really benefiting from this? Is this program adding value to you? What are the things that you want us to improve on this program? Please, come on. Let's talk about it. You can call us on +277 703 3584. You can call us on that number as well. Let's talk about it. It's a lovely, beautiful Sunday evening here in Pretoria, South Africa. I'm so excited about this hour because it's the hour where we talk about things that is very important to this current generation. You'll be surprised that a 25, 26, 24 years old boy and girls are having high blood pressure. What is causing this? You know, they used to say high blood pressure is the sickness of the old people, or stroke is the sickness of the old people. But now, 35 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years are having stroke in this current generation. What is causing it? Let's talk about it, and I really appreciate it. PK is doing very well in South Africa. PK is doing very, very, very well in South Africa. We are together yesterday. It was a very great celebration. Thank you very much. That is my leader, one of the great leaders of our time, Julius Oluwaniyi-Asaaju, all the way from Lagos, connecting and telling us about things that is happening in Lagos, and also checking after the PK1. That is Paramount King of Fuji, Alhaji Abbas Obesere Omarapala. Thank you very much, everyone. Kindly join me to welcome this great leader of our time, doing so well in our own space. This is one of the women that is behind this program. Your health is your wealth. That is Mental Health Sunday. She is the moderator and she is the owner of KOA Foundation. And KOA Foundation and the African Portal come together to be giving you this and educate you about your mental health. And tonight I decide, let's flip the coins. Let me be the one doing the talking while you sit back watching and answering some questions. And I'm going to take this great woman of our time on a journey to look back to the 13 weeks of this program on the African Portal. What do we gain? Everyone, no matter the country you are, no matter where you are, I greet you according to your time zone, I greet you according to your language in South Africa, Dumila, Ashe, I welcome you all, and in northern part of Africa, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In East Africa, Abarisa, and also to other people and other countries, I greet you according to your time zone. I greet you according to your language. Welcome this great woman of our time on the African Portal Radio TV International. She's live and direct with me in the studio, and I'm so excited that I will be having this conversation with her and also to connect with her again after her birthday. I think it's the first time that we will be together on the show, and I really appreciate the efforts you are putting together. I celebrate you so much, and I really thank God for your life and for the great contribution to humanity and believing in the call and the cause, and we celebrate you and appreciate the great work you are doing out there, especially in UK where you based. Let me use this time to welcome you and to allow you. You are the moderator and the owner of KOA Foundation. Let me allow you to introduce yourself to those seeing you for the first time and those that really want to know more about you. Please go ahead and introduce yourself to the listeners at home.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you can hear me well. African Portal
We can hear you
Radio
clearly.
and TV.
Wow. Yes, we can hear you.
If not that you mentioned it, I did not know that we are already 13 weeks. Amazing. I remember we just started just like yesterday when it was 4th of July, exactly your birthday. 4th of July, when you brought me into the studio, and from, while we were talking, you just said you are passionate about mental wellness and you would want us to collaborate on this program. And true to your word, it's been an awesome journey. And when I say awesome journey, wow, it has blown my mind. Blown my mind in the sense that the things that I have listened to, the kind of calls that I have received, the kind of education I myself have been privileged to receive, from talking to people, from moderating this program, because as the saying goes, we learn till we die. And nobody should ever think that they are wealth of knowledge. Nobody should ever think they know it all. We all learn till we die. I'm telling you, things are happening. People are going through a lot. There is so much happening out there, and we cannot do it alone. Oh my God, the things that I've had, African Portal. At a point, I wanted to tell myself, why did I even start this program? Many times I would have to kind of share my responsibility with, demands of what I have put myself into in terms of, moderating this program, because I have been running an open door policy. Open door policy whereby I'm getting messages, I'm getting calls, I'm getting emails, from the website, from the Facebook programs, from my WhatsApp. I will just get an inbox. I need to talk to you, ma. I watched your program and I really need help. You can imagine when people say that they need help and you are not responding, to them, it feels like, why did you put yourself out there when, sorry, my hair is a mess, so I'm trying to talk it in. Why did you put yourself out there when you know that you're not going to listen to people? And the amount of issues that I've listened to. I became a marriage counselor overnight, even though I'm still a work in progress, almost 20 years being married. But I know people that are 40, 50, and the kind of things I've been listening to are actually meant for those people who are like 40, 50 years in marriage. So I'm telling myself, how am I going to do justice to this one? How am I going to deal with it? Honestly, it's been a journey. And for a lot of people who know how life works, when you help others, it's like you are helping yourself. And where mental health is concerned, to actually live a fulfilled life mentally, you have to give to someone. And giving doesn't mean it has to be money. No, it doesn't have to be money. You see what you are doing in African Portal, giving your time, running this program for us, free. Because I must let the world know that you are not doing it for money. You are running it free because you are passionate about that topic. And you yourself have experiences that will help humanity. When you give to people, when you give yourself to people, when you support someone when they are down, it's very rewarding. It creates an aura of peace around you, an aura of, a shoulder to lean on. You go to bed happy that at least you have touched a life today. And these 13 weeks, I wouldn't lie to you, that is what I have achieved. And I feel so blessed. And when I say so blessed, I mean I feel blessed that I have been able to touch someone's life positively. I have been able to contribute to societal values. I have been able to lift someone's spirits today. I've been able to tell someone that don't give up. Things will get better. I've been able to support and to stop someone from committing suicide. I would remember a 21-year-old girl who contacted me from east of Nigeria, eastern part of Nigeria. She's actually a lawyer. She was about to go and commit suicide. And she watched this program. She didn't even watch it live. She actually watched, the recorded version on one of the first, I think the second or third segment that we did. And she took the number down, I think from, the live screen for advertisement and things. And she inboxed me. And she said she was about to go and commit suicide and drink, what is that thing that they call it in Nigeria? Sniper. That she was fed up with the world, fed up with herself, and that she sees herself as a failure. That day, I decided to, forget about everything that I was doing. And I called this lady and I said, listen and listen to me before you take that decision. Suicide is not the solution. Suicide is not the solution. You will get better. You will cross this bridge. She said nobody has ever spoken to her like that. That the mother that gave birth to her has taken her to 101 prayer meetings, night prayer meetings. Not only that, they have done deliverance, several deliverance sessions for her, thinking that she's bewitched and she's got mental health issues, that, she's mad. That, yeah, they classify it as madness. And I told her, I said, listen and listen to me. Do not hurt yourself. Do not commit suicide. There is help. And after I spoke to her, I inboxed help for the depressed, Princess Olajumoke. And I said, we have a case at hand, and this case is urgent. Anything you are doing, please put a stop to it. Here is a number. I've spoken to this lady and she wants us to help her. You are right there in Nigeria. I am not. But whatever resources you need for me to support you, I will provide. Start the work right now. And she called her. This lady is receiving treatment in her local hospital. I tried to engage with her mom to stop taking her around to several different churches, saying that she's bewitched and, she needs deliverance. This girl went to the point of telling me that they tied her in church. They tied her down,
And
held
flogged
her
her.
bound with her hands and her feet, and started flogging her. Who does that in this age and time? And why is this happening? There's not much awareness. There's not much awareness. People still don't know how to deal with mental health, mental wellness, mental illnesses in Nigeria. Why would you tie someone down? Likewise, a sister called me after we treated the topic of postnatal depression. She called me and she told me how I think 6 years marriage crashed when she had her second child, and she passed through postnatal depression. That her husband took the kids from her and gave her kids to her mom. Her husband said that she was mental, that she had gone cuckoo, she was crazy, and that he would not allow her to destroy the life of the kids, that he would not allow her to transfer his mentalo. He would not allow her to transfer her craziness to the children. You can imagine that. Just because she had a dip when she was in her third trimester and then delivery. It was after delivery, postnatal depression setting. And this woman said she forwarded the segment that we did. She forwarded it to her husband and to her husband's brothers and sisters, and including her husband's mother, who teamed up with her husband to take the children from her. And that after listening to the segments, the different signs and symptoms that I gave, that through research, evidence-based research, and through the steps, the template that we follow here in the United Kingdom regarding postnatal depression and post-traumatic stress disorder, this man now began to see that not only his wife is the only one that can go or has been through postnatal depression, and that she's not crazy, she's not bewitched, and that God is not flogging her. Because she said her husband went to the extent that he was saying that iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló ń jẹ, èrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀. Can you imagine that? Someone that has 2 beautiful children for you. So I have, in this program, as you said, sir, it has been a journey. I've been excited. It has matured me. It has humbled me. And not only that, it has exposed me to so many things that our society is going through, and gaps in our education, gaps in our learning, gaps in information, gaps in communication, and above all, the need for government to do more. The need for government to empower agencies, private and public, because government cannot do everything, but give the instruments, give the support that this, minor charities, foundations, parastatals, government ministries in health, give them the resources, financial resources, physical resources, in terms of buildings, in terms of, location, in terms of resources like leaflets, posters, make it accessible for them to be able to go into media stations, host programs, because many of them are doing it on their own. Many of them can do it, they're doing it on their own. So empowering them to spread the word about mental wellness. So it's been a journey for me, sir. And that journey is not complete without me sharing accolades, without me saying thank you, without me, giving a pat on the shoulder to African Portal Media House, right there in South Africa, for making this vision come to light, for actually giving me that nod on the 4th of July. Because I only came to that program to celebrate you as a person on your birthday, and also because you said you wanted to celebrate together with my younger brother, who happens to be your birthday mate. So that was my main reason for attending that program, to celebrate your birthday on that edition. But you kept enforcing it, that, what, we needed to start this program, that I can do it, that with collaboration on your side, we will achieve it. And I was saying that, you know what, do you think it's worth it? He said it's worth it. And from the first edition, you know, the wide publicity and the number of views that we got, I think it was almost 1,000. Your birthday edition that broke the ice, and subsequent ones. And people began to like call to say that, you know, they're enjoying the program. You know, viewers from South Africa, from Nigeria, from Kenya, from Uganda, different places. And I'm like, wow, this is the power of media. Thank God that I did not allow this gift to die. And people became receptive when I invite them and say, come on the program, you know, come and share your story. You heard about that lady that was so courageous enough to come on the program, and she shared, you know, her story about her battle with depression and suicide. You know, the lady, she's a lawyer in Lagos, and I only connected with her because we were on a Zoom program together. And she said, oh, I will come and I'll talk about my story that I've risen beyond it. She's really a high achiever. She's a barrister, almost a sitting judge, you know. And she shared her story about her battle with suicide ideation, you know, the stigma that she got from friends, from family members. But she became well, which is the message. That depression, mental illness is not a death sentence. You can recover from it, and you will recover from it. It might take time, but this program is to encourage you, to signpost you, to let you know that there is help out there. There is help out there. You are not alone. So I am encouraged, sir. And from the depth of my heart, I thank African Portal Media House for the great work that they are doing right there in South Africa, you know, in Nigeria, and connecting to UK and US as well. And I know you will be here live in November, God willing, you know, and we will do lots together. Many people are expecting you. Many people are expecting you, you know,
Indeed.
to cover a lot of programs, to add pump and pageantry to a lot of programs. And even through this program, I reconnected with one of my classmates, you know, my junior in school, who is a mover and shaker, you know, in the media world. And my God, a fantastic stage actor, you know, Mr. Segun Ogujobi, who was there live on the program that hosted, you know, my 50th birthday giveaway. I mean, it was just phenomenal.
Indeed.
I decided to actually listen to the program and watch it from beginning to the end, you know, while I was going to work. I actually connected it on my Bluetooth in my car, and I
Wow.
was amazed. I didn't want the program to finish. And I'm like, wow, these are leaps and bounds. It's a great honor to actually collaborate, to partner with, and to support the vision of African Portal Radio. And I know together we will achieve greater heights.
Indeed.
Together we will support the public.
Amen.
Together we would make the world a better place for
Amen.
us, for our children, for the generations that we don't even know yet. We will impact positively on them. Thank you
Amen.
for all you do. I
Amen.
appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
sir. Over
Really
to you.
appreciate. Really appreciate you. Thank you very much, Ma. You are doing a great job. A lot of people are celebrating the great work you are doing. A lot of people tell me behind the scene that the women have what it takes to handle that program, and we are enjoying it. And I mean, I've been, like you mentioned, we've been getting a very good feedback about this program, and I'm so excited about it. But one thing I just want you to let you know is that to everyone that have come onto this program as well with you from Akure, I think we have two people coming from Akure. These are the people that really had value to this program. And I want to use this time to say thank you to them as well, because their presence in this program have had a lot of values to this program as well. So my regards to them, and I really appreciate them as well. Tonight, before we call it a day, I don't want to bore you, I don't want to make it too long, but we have an assignment. I just want us to talk a bit about the program coming up in November. This is one of the programs that I believe that our listeners needs to see and also be part of. So if you are in UK or you are in Nigeria, no matter where you are in Africa, this is a great program. Our mother will be there. The African Portal also will be there. Like she mentioned, I will be there live and direct by the grace of God, and it's going to be a great time. So please go out there, go to their website, go and register, contact them as well. There is so many things that is into this. So listen to this. All right, everyone, ticket is on right now. So go out there, go and grab your ticket. And also, if maybe you don't know how to do or how to go about it, I will give you opportunity on this program. You can as well use one of the code on this program to also, you can just scan it and you can, this is the code. You can scan it. It's live and direct on the African Portal. If you are watching it, you can as well have access to it. You can scan that code. That is QR code. You can register through that as well. So please don't miss this opportunity. Be part of this great moment. Be part of the great that is going to happen in UK. And I'm so excited about it. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm so excited. And I'm telling you, people in Nigeria, in America, in Africa, no matter where you are, please, let's do this together. This is one of the programs that you need to attend. So be part of it. Register now. Registration is on now. Please register now. Thank you very much, Ma, for giving us opportunity also to put that on the spotlight. All right. I just want us to quickly talk about something before we say goodbye of this program. I do a research a few weeks back, and I realized that the number of the people between age of 25 and 35 having stroke and high blood pressure increased. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. So I'm asking myself,
thank you so much. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Go ahead, man.
Fantastic, because my volume is playing up on me. But if you can hear me, that's fine. Yeah, stroke is very topical. A lot of conversations are being held around the world on the topic of stroke. It's sad. It's very sad that high blood pressure leading to stroke is really on the increase. And what causes high blood pressure is stress.
Right.
It's stress that leads to high blood pressure. And genetic factors as well. Lifestyle. There's research surrounding high blood pressure. If it runs in your family, there's that get it, there is the likelihood that you will get it if it will, because there's a likelihood that it will run in your family if you have it because of genetic traits. But you can prevent it from happening either through regular checks, towards changing your lifestyle, your diet, exercising, making sure that you go for regular checkups, monitoring your blood pressure and things like that. But situational high blood pressure is also very rampant. And that's the one that is actually affecting and killing a lot of people right now. And it is stress induced. Stress induced, maybe high blood pressure, which could eventually lead to stroke. And unfortunately, at times, stroke does not give warning, even to the healthiest of people. I've heard of people actually collapse and die of stroke right inside the gym. And you would ask yourself, but this person is trying to maintain a good, balanced life. Going for exercises, eating in moderation, eating the right things and stuff like that. But they still end up with stroke. They still end up with high blood pressure leading to stroke. So we live in a very dangerous time. We live in very uncertain times. And yes, young people, even from the age of 18, 21. And I, for one, I work with pediatrics. I work with children. And because of my training and my background, I normally work with children of age 0 to 19. And because of my specialist training, I've actually seen babies being born with hypertension. You will be shocked. Yeah, I've nursed babies who are born with hypertension. And you would ask yourself that, what does a new baby, is a 1-day-old baby or 0-day-old baby, how can that baby have hypertension? That's where genetic, disorders come in. That's where maybe things being transferred from mother to child, situational, gestation, high blood pressure and things like that. The first time I saw it in a child's note in hospital, a newborn baby actually being born, with high blood pressure. I was shocked, but it was a learning curve for me. A child with hypertension, it's a 0-old baby, was born right from the birth canal and diagnosed with, hypertension. And this baby was nursed back to good health, but it was linked to the mother, who also had situational, gestational hypertension. So a lot of factors caused the mom to have it, and it was stress induced, hypertension during pregnancy, which was caused because it was her first pregnancy and she went through a lot, and at the same time, she had preeclampsia, which it was affecting her feet. She was going through a lot of swollenness, in parts of her body during pregnancy. And she also had situational diabetes, because there's pregnancy induced diabetes, which a lot of women do go through. So many things can come together. and lead to hypertension, high blood pressure in pregnancy as well. And nowadays, our young people, as you said, what can cause it for young people of the age of 25 to 35? And I would say young people of even teenage age, once they approach puberty, going on to becoming young adults. What causes it? What could lay the foundation for it? A lot of peer pressure. When a child hits teenage age, there's what we call identity crisis. If not properly managed at home, if not properly managed, by parents, if not properly managed when this child is growing up, identity crisis can actually lead to sleepless nights for the child, trying to figure out who they are, what their values are, what their purpose are. If care is not taken, it's a time whereby, it's a crisis time in their life. And the world of social media, the world of homosexuality, gayism, and all sorts of things. A lot of children are trying to figure out what their sex is, what they're attracted to, trying to figure out what career path they would undertake, what their journey in life would be. So those kind of things contribute to stress. It stresses them up, and at times parents actually lording it over children, parents who are controlling, extremely controlling over their children, saying that, oh, you must study this course, you must study that course, you must become a lawyer, you must become a doctor, you must become, an architect, an engineer. Parents at times who don't embrace the media arts. They are so focused on the sciences, and they think that their child can never do well even if he or she does not become a doctor. They think being a medical doctor is the height of life, especially in this age that we are in. That quells that it calls for a lot of attention for parents that are actually feeling that way. The mindset of the generation that we are in right now is completely different from the mindset we had where during our upbringing, during our age 50 years ago. Nowadays, we have the Gen Z generation, Gen X, Gen Y, whatever they call themselves. And in my relationship, in relating with this Gen Z generation and all the generations that, are less than 30 years old, or even less than 21, that are on the very fast lane. And I mean extremely fast lane. It's you'll be shocked that many of them, they live their life by social media standard. The social media exposes them to so much, and they see so much, and through social media a lot of money, financial empowerment is being thrown around. Blogging, becoming an influencer, just having social media presence, followers, YouTube, the media arts, many things are being thrown at them that is actually making them to think that you know what, university is an added advantage. A lot of them go to university nowadays because they just want to get the degree and give it to their parents and walk away and do something else. They will ask you, what is your salary in a month? And you will tell them and they'll say, is that all? When I can make, 10 times that sitting in front of a laptop or even a phone and becoming an influencer and becoming a blogger or a YouTuber. Daddy, mommy, you must be joking. You must just be joking. And you will just try to like explain to them, try to educate them that university is not all about money. It's not all about money. I have an example. The son of a friend of mine was, I think, in first year or second year in one of the renowned universities here in UK. And the passion of this boy is just music. All he wants to do is music. He plays professional, keyboard. He plays the drum set. He plays the gong. He plays sakara. And he also sings as backup, backup vocalist for a very prominent musician here in the UK. And while doing that, and there's always peer groups. All his peers and network that he is involved with, all of them they told the same line. And these boys are just excellent, in the artistic world, the media arts. They are phenomenal. They're doing great things. And, they're just, is what they love. And you can actually see that is their passion. Even in their parents' home, in their backyard, they've built, studio, sound studio, production studio. And some of their parents have actually embraced it, that they would rather embrace what their child is doing than lose the child, by saying that, how can you just decide you just want to play keyboard, you want to, And this boy, when he was to fill his university application, all he decided to fill was to read music. He said he was reading music, media arts. And there's so many different pathways that you can take in media arts and stuff. And he said that's what he wants to do. And his parents supported him. Bless them. They said they'll support him. He even was saying it to me that his father and his mother contributed hugely to him building his sound studio. And I mean a fantastic sound studio in the back, the back shed of their house. An amazing sound studio, very equipped. This boy is in his 20s. And one day from university, he just came home and told his parents, I think he was in either first year or second year in university. He came home and told his mom and dad that he wants to take a gap year. Gap year mean he wants to take a break from university. That he wants to take a break from university, and that when he's ready, he will come back. When I heard, I'm like, take a break, gap year. We don't do such in Nigeria, When you're in university, you stay there, you finish, and you want to finish in record time. God bless ASU strike. For some of us that spent 7 years for a 4-year course. And here in this country, there's nothing like that. You know, you once you enter, you within 3 years, you are out. You wouldn't even Jack Robinson, you are a graduate at 2021, or even lesser than that. African Porter, I think there's a bit of sound from your side that is cracking. So you might
No,
want to check the studio. Oh, okay.
no,
I was hearing some sound, but it's gone now. So
no, not
this boy,
here.
okay. So this boy just, you know, he approached his parents and said, I want to walk away from university for 1 or 2 years, and that I will come back when I'm ready. I'm not giving up, but I want to pursue my career in music. I want to do more. I want to travel. And you know what happened why this boy said so? Burna Boy invited him to come on board as part of his crew, you know, to play the keyboard and also be part of his sound engineering crew. And the money that Burna Boy offered to this boy, when the boy graduates, I'm not sure he will get a job that will foot the bill. And the boy said, why am I wasting away? University is always there. I can always go back whenever I want to. But am I going to lose this opportunity? The boy decided to take a gap year from uni. He said, this is what I eventually want to do after I graduate. And here is Burna Boy, who is high rise and flying, is in its prime. And I've worked hard in my media career and arts, built a reputation for myself, is what I really want to do. And I've won a spot to become one of the band boys of Burna Boy. But a lot of us parents will say that would not allow our child to go that route, and say that you want to ditch university to go and be one of Burna Boy's, band boys and be playing for him. But his parents accepted.
Uh,
And what did these parents do for this boy by accepting? That's what I want to break down. By accepting their son's dream, by accepting and supporting and trying to understand that, the work is his own, the life is his own, the career is his own, the path he chose is his own. By embracing it and allowing him to actualize his dream and to actualize his passion and to follow the career path he has chosen, they have saved the boy's mental health. They have saved him from having emotional breakdown. They have saved him from, asking questions or putting him on the spot that would affect him mentally. Because by accepting, they have not created an opportunity for emotional trauma to set in, both for him and also as parents. And the boy did the good thing by saying that when he has actualized and fulfilled this role and this dream and enjoyed it to a point whereby it's time to move on, he said he will come back. Is that not what he said?
mm,
He said
mm,
he will come back and he will go to university. Even me that I'm talking to you here, I've been in UK, as I said, 21 years. When I came from Nigeria, I came with Bachelor of Arts in Performing and Theatre Arts. I came with a master's degree, in communication and international relations. I came with a postgraduate diploma in journalism. And I also did a postgraduate diploma in broadcasting and media. Now, I got here in the UK. I didn't work with any of that. I had to go back to university. And I went and studied pediatric nursing, which was not even anything to do with media arts. It had nothing to do with my background. And this I did at the age of 30 or 30 plus. And here I am today, 50. So if I could go to university at the age of 30, so a young man that is probably 19, 20, or 21 is telling you that he wants to follow his dream and that he's been with Burna Boy as an opportunity. Now, you have indirectly, as parents of that boy, you've saved him from stress. You've saved him from, you saved him from maybe future mental illness, which he could have had, maybe breakdown in identity crisis, breakdown in emotional trauma, breakdown in, is he could have started having depressive episodes if not allowed to go and follow his dream. Depression can lead to high blood pressure. High blood pressure can lead to what do you call it? It can lead to high blood pressure can lead to what we were talking about just now. Stroke. It can lead to stroke. It can lead to stroke. So there's so many things that can happen whereby when you trace, the story, when you trace the narrative from the beginning, that how did we get here, you will find out that there are life issues, family issues on ground. Maybe parents becoming too rigid with their children. Maybe children falling into drugs, falling into, what would you call it? Alcoholism, based on the fact that, the dynamics of the home, the home has broken down irreconcilably. Father has gone his way, mother has gone their way, many things happening in the home that would affect the children, maybe death and dying, like mother dying of illness, mother undergoing mental, breakdown. She's probably in a psychiatric home, or non-resident father. Many things can lead to young people going through illnesses, stress that will lead to high blood pressure and having, stroke, or having, we called it a particular name, apart from high blood pressure. High blood pressure leading to, there's an illness you mentioned, sir, which I've forgotten. It comes before stroke. No, it's not stroke. Hypertension. Stress leading to hypertension. And people will say hypertension, ìrònú ló máa ń fa hypertension. But kí ló ń fa ìrònú yẹn? What is causing the overthinking? Hypertension just doesn't come like that. There's a situation on ground. There's something that is leading to that hypertension. So most times we as healthcare professionals, we don't look at things on face value. We don't look at things just because, a client has come, a patient has come, and they've come to you and they say that they have high blood pressure, they have hypertension. What has led to it? What are you thinking about? What are you focusing on? What is that thing that is causing you, to have high blood pressure? For me, all my teenage and adult life, my blood pressure has usually always been between 125/70 or between 120/80. The systolic 120 and the diastolic 80, which should be the range of an adult an adult blood pressure. All of a sudden, in April or May, I went for checkup and my blood pressure was 199/137. I had to tell the nurse to redo it and redo it and redo it again. And she did it because at times your blood pressure on your left arm would be different from your right arm. And your blood pressure standing, when you're standing, is different from your blood pressure when you are sitting down. So when your blood pressure begins to fluctuate, they will do it standing, they will do it sitting. And your blood pressure is bound to change if you are like in a hurry. Maybe you have an appointment, at the doctor's and you rushed there. Maybe you ran there, or your mind wasn't settled because you were anxious of missing the appointment. Many factors can contribute to instant blood pressure reading being high. But if it's rising, to an alarming stage, and it's risen over time, maybe you've been monitoring it, you monitor it this week, you are told to monitor it every three days, and the trend is on the high side, it can lead to stroke. And what the doctor or the nurse who is working with you will be then asking you is, what are you going through? What are you thinking about? What are you having sleepless nights over? What are the issues on ground, in your home, in your life, your career, your job? They start to probe different things. And from there, they will know how to support you. If you need to go on medication, even to bring it down, if you need to access therapy to help you cope with those things that are happening in your life, because the therapy can actually calm you down, which then which would then go further and also calm your anatomy and physiology, your cardiac output, that is affecting your blood pressure and things like that. So it all works hand in hand. One does not work in isolation of the other. So as adults, yes, life challenges, what life throws at us, can affect our blood pressure, can affect us, going into high blood pressure mode, um, uh, leading, to what do you call it? Which could lead to stroke, which could lead to hypertension. And it's very common within the Black community. Hypertension is common. High blood pressure is very common in the Black community. And through evidence-based research, it's something that a lot of people have done literature reviews. A lot of people have done, work in that area, research in that area. High blood pressure is predominant in the Black community, in the Asian community as well. And here in the UK, it's something that they watch out for as you are going older. As a Black man, as a Black woman, high blood pressure is very common. Just the same way the Black community, sickle cell is something that is common, around us as well. And also diabetes is something that has been researched and proven, to be common in the Black community. So when you are hearing high blood pressure, when you are hearing hypertension in the UK, it's very well known and researched that Black people suffer from it a lot. So from age 40, there are a lot of tests that they will advise you to do, when you are, what do you call it? When you are getting older, when you hit certain ages. But as you said, from age 25 to 35, you've noticed that a lot of Black people, a lot of our children are dying of stroke. So that's my own, contribution, and my own advice is that we all learn to live good life, eat well, which even me as a person, I'm guilty of, because I have a sweet tooth, you know. And when I'm eating something, I'm telling myself that, Toyin, you are eating this thing, you are sending yourself closer to your grave. So exercise, exercise in moderation, because you will not say that you are like me and you go to the gym for the first day and you want to go and lift 20 or 50 kg iron. You are fooling yourself. You just collapse of cardiac arrest. So if you are exercising, take it at your own pace. If you are dieting, take it at your own pace. You understand? Complete change of lifestyle. If you are the type that eats food that is reeking in, vegetable oil, a lot of our food, there's a lot of starch, there's a lot of carbohydrate, there's a lot of, oil, especially our palm oil. When we want to cook egusi or a foriro, by the time you are putting it in the pounded yam, your hand should be soaking with oil that you are licking it at the back. You are going to early grave gradually, because cholesterol is also a very big issue in the Black community. High cholesterol, because of our food, and for our children who are abroad, we live in a country whereby we don't have enough sunlight. You are just saying it now that snow has started in South Africa in some places.
Some people,
All
some
the
people are
camera,
under that. Some people are under the snow now. They couldn't go out
yeah,
since yesterday.
so you can imagine 80% of our weather abroad is cold weather. When we see the sun, we are happy. And right from is research proven, because of the work that I do, with children. Immediately children are born in this country, we place them on vitamin D. And what does vitamin D do to our children? We give it to them because we do not have access to sunlight. Why do people live long in Africa? It's because of natural sunlight. Vitamin D is very essential in the body of old and young. It's very, very essential. And its deficiency of vitamin D has a lot of diseases attached to it. When you don't have enough vitamin D. So once a child is born and we go and assess the child at home, in the hospital, as the child is born, they are given what we call vitamin K. And when we then go to their homes, 2 weeks after they are born, we start telling the mom, you need to buy vitamin D, or we give it to them. In some of the areas I work, boroughs where I work, local authority, they work with government, and every child born in the UK is given vitamin D. We healthcare professionals take it and go and give to the mothers. We start pumping them with vitamin D because of lack of sunlight, so that they do not, experience, bone diseases like rickets. Some children will be born with bow leg. They'll have bow leg when they are walking. Their legs are knocking together. It's called bow leg. Or anything that causes osteoporosis, bone problems. So we give them that vitamin D shot. And children, as research proven by World Health Organization and UNICEF, from the age of 0, even up until 18, 19, through the course of life, they should be on vitamin D at various levels. So for children that are born between 0 and 5, we normally give them the drops, 0 and 5, infants, new babies, and school-age children in primary school. We give them the drops, vitamin D, we give to their parents. Then from age 5 to 19, because the drops, they're for babies, we advise moms and dad to go to places like supermarket that have pharmacy or boots. They go and buy those ones that look like sweets. We call them jelly babies, vitamin D, because the child will be attracted to it, thinking that it's sweet they are licking, and it's very, very sweet. But it's actually a medicine. It's vitamin D. So every child overseas in a country that is lacking of sunlight should be taking vitamin D. And even as adults as well, there are a lot of vitamins that our body need, apart from vitamin C, that a lot of Nigerians always like to emphasize, that we get through oranges, we can buy them as supplements. There are other little vitamins, vitamin D as well. There's vitamin B3, which is called riboflavin, essential vitamins, which when you go for blood tests and they run your blood work, they'll tell you this vitamin is lacking, this vitamin is lacking, and they all have what they're doing in your body. Some you get through eating certain fruits, some you get through eating some, vegetables, spinach, all kinds. Some you get through fish, ascorbic acid. What do you call it? What do you call that oil that you get through fish? Omega-3. So all those kind of things, you are what you eat. You are what you put in your body. And you don't have to be too rich, or wealthy to eat well. You just eat the right things. So all that also contributes to one's mental health. And in finality, what I will say, and we've been saying on this program, how is your mental health today? Never forget, Ori Niobara. Your head is the king of the body. Once there is a problem with the head, then the whole body falls down. As Chino Achebe said in his book, things fall apart. The center can no longer hold. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time and think we need to call it a day, and we'll continue next week because of our time. Let's pause here. Then we'll continue next week. I'm so excited. I'm jotting down. I'm making some points, and I'm so excited that we put this on the spot. And I believe that people listening to us out there, you gain one or two things. This is a sensational program to sensitize our community and also to give you what you need, especially your health and your mental health. So please join us again next week. It's going to be a great. And last week, it was a lot of drama because we have a lot of shutdown on our side, the network and everything. But we thank God for the gift of life. We are here again this week and we have a smooth communication and a very beautiful, lovely hour in the studio. Let's call it a day. Let's meet again next week. Don't miss it. And thank you, Ma, for coming out to be a part of this conversation and also to also make yourself available to help somebody out there. Thank you so much. Before we say goodbye, let's put a reminder to everyone that is living in UK or in Nigeria or anywhere across the globe that you can scan this QR code. You can scan it and register for this great conference coming up in November. Don't miss it. Be part of it. We are putting it on the spotlight and on the African Portal. This is the step-by-step of how you can register. Please, let's do it together. We are waiting to meet, to see you there. The African Portal will be there live and direct. The power of nursing and the midwifery leadership. This is what is gaining momentum on this particular show from now till the end of October. Let's meet there in November. And it's coming up on the, I think it's coming up on this 14th to 17th of November. So please go and register. And when you register, you can also let us know on the African Portal as well that you've registered. Please share this program. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to listen and watch this program again and again. From here, let me draw the curtain and say goodbye. I celebrate you so much, man. Thank you for coming out to be part of this great conversation. Enjoy the new week and have a beautiful, lovely rest. God bless you. Have a lovely night. God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye for now. All right, everyone. This is where we're going to be drawing the curtain, the African Portal Radio, for you to connect or to advertise your business on the African Portal. Call us on +2778 703 3584. Let's hear this before we say goodbye out of this program. Please join, register, be part of it. God bless you.